Two. Ah, there it is, Chad, starting. This is, hey, welcome, guys. Welcome to the Fate Grand Order. This is hello, everybody in the live stream as well. So this will be Fate Grand Order Spotlight, Spotlight History. So he will be the MC, aka your boy, Mr. Kanazawa, the man with the plan. So if you guys don't know, they're going to be talking about Road to 7, aka going back in history and stuff. FGO. So yeah, they're just going to talk about every limited event, every limited stuff up till now. So they're just going over the good stuff. And without further ado, let us introduce the guests. We get the warm welcome with the clappage. It is the voice actor of Nobu, the voice actor of Arjuna, Alter, protagonist, you name it. It says, you guys enjoy the festival? Yeah! It says, I'm really glad. It's like, yeah. Please welcome them in. It says, hello, guys. That's the voice actor of Van Gogh, by the way. It says, Miss Oku Arbisan. Hey, we've seen her before. She's the voice actor of Liz. She's a very busy person today, by the way. It says, yeah. They're going to be talking about the events and all that stuff. So, but without further ado, let us introduce ourselves. What do you do, Mr. Nobunaga? This is like, I'm really happy. This is awesome. There's so many people. Wow. It says, yeah, even we're even limiting people, and the fact that there's so many people arrive is kind of exciting. This is the fact that we get to see each other face to face, eye to eye now. It says, yeah, we just talked a lot about the events today and, you know, things that happened, so I'm excited for this. It says, hello, my name is Takashi Nami. It says, I'm kind of nervous because I'm sandwiched by two FGO lovers, passionate FGO lovers, so I'll do my best not to get melted down, and hope you guys enjoy the show. So it says, yeah, make sure your quote unquote your favorite is wholesome pushes. So it says, yeah, I'm here to save Van Gogh from everything this time. So watch me do it. Let's enjoy the festival, baby. So it says, yeah, I would like to talk about the festivals a little bit here, if you can see. You guys can all take your seats real quick. It says, yeah, this is, I heard that this is your first FGO festival. It says, how do you like it so far? In 3 years. It says, yeah, there's a mysterious figure out there, you know, in the middle. Be like, you know? Like, did you guys see? Look! You guys see the little fluffy cons? So, yeah, it's the cons that you were talking about, right? The little plushy cons. It says, yeah, there's a hidden con everywhere around the venue. Did you guys look at him? Did you guys find him? Who'd you guys find? There's 3 different variations. It says, yeah, I found it too. Yeah, I heard that sometimes there's some in a set. It's kind of wild. It says, yeah, we definitely hid them. So it says, yeah, you can't take it home. Yeah, don't take it home, guys. Don't touch it. Just, you know, just observe. So it says, yeah, you guys can see me from far away above. Hello. But yeah, you guys can definitely see the cone all around, like all around the stages too. So hopefully you guys enjoy your investigation. It says, yeah, you see a lot of people online seeing this too, right? Hi guys, what's up? So yeah, make sure you guys had fun. So it says, yeah, please take a seat and let us start this event. So yeah, it's that Chungus, right? Big Chungus was always the mysterious one that was in the stage, right? So it says, yeah, it's the mark, X marks the spot location. That's where Chungus is. Remember, I'm gonna call it Chungus just until LB6. So it says, yeah, we wanted to keep it as hidden and surprised as possible. But yeah, for me it was a surprise too. It was like a nail, right? Like X Philip nail until like the very day. So I was surprised and didn't know what it was, but kind of everybody had a thought process, and they thought that it was gonna be like this. It's just like we got some Van Gogh sliders and we got some pretty cool stuff. So you guys outdid yourself this time with this Chungus bigness. It says, yeah, and every year we always kind of try to get something that will be enjoyable for all of us. So without further ado, let us start this venue, shall we? Today we're going to be talking about, FGO's history, the past events, few of them that we had before we arrived to this very moment. So, Miss Takahashi Kari, let's talk about the event, shall we? The event that she chose, of course, it's her own event, because 4.5 is fucking amazing. So yeah, that is Van Gogh's voice actor choosing the 4.5 event as one of her favorites, as it should be. Summer Van Gogh is cursed. Nice meme, bruh. So good. I can't wait for NA to get this. It's so good, man. Yeah, the event that she chose that it was her favorite during the year was the Imaginary Scramble. Can you explain it to us? Why? If you guys don't know, 2021 they event analyzed, busted this event real quick. They'll get some sliders. They got your prologues right there, right? It says its story goes a little bit further. Yeah, this story goes before a little bit LB5. Trying to fight with Kiristraya, they were trying to prepare the quote-unquote ship, right? And then all of a sudden, a mysterious obstacle contacted, and Nautilus, went MIA. While trying to preserve and swim through the imaginary realm, the event occurs. The story was wonderful, and I was, I had the chance to become a servant, aka Van Gogh, voice acting in this moment, so it was amazing. This is, yeah, the fact that you guys tried to save Van Gogh, aka me, was kind of very touching. And it says, yeah, can we spoil? And be like, yes, spoilers perfectly okay up to this point. So it says, yeah, oh, thank God. We can talk about that, right? We're like, we can spill the beans. It's, like, everybody kind of, like, protected Van Gogh because of how her nature was and all. It says, a lot of my favorite servants came out and, participated in the event too. So that's kind of the reason why I like this event. It says, yeah, now that Van Gogh has been shown in this, there are many different servants that came by to rescue as well. It says, how about you two? How did you guys enjoy this event? For me, like, that foreigner finally came, It was just like a foreigner party incarnate. I definitely like this story, too. It's it's kind of a story of a girl who wants to become somebody, but can't because everything is kind of getting in your way. And so, like, such a depressing moment, but at the same time allows you to, there were helping hands out there. And it's kind of like a girl struggling through her own cycles. And in the end, believing herself was the best way to go through that. It says, yeah, the shooting the servants out was one of my favorite gimmicks. It was so cute. There was a lot of gimmicks, too. But for me, it was very nostalgic to kind of shoot people through torpedoes and whatnot. Everybody's in their swimsuits too. Personally, It says, yeah, I love the fact that there was a fight where Nemo kind of blatantly tells you that you're an incompetent master and kind of have this infighting going on. So that was very nice. It says, yeah, the fact that there are people who goes against your wills and there are people who have different opinions and have those things. And it's really nice to kind of show you that in that event as well. So that's kind of felt cool that not everybody just, says yes, master, and agrees with everything you say. It says, yeah, the fact that you kind of like butt heads, and because you guys butt heads, more bonds and understanding of each other came forth for sure. So yeah, I would like to show the new servants that came out in this event like this. Ta-da! It's Van Gogh and Nemo. It says, yeah, this is your first time being FGO as a voice actor of Van Gogh, and this is the first time you joined in with us. What'd you think? It's like I was so nervous. It's like even my staff and managers, they were just like hyped, and they were like, FGO gave you a job. And so it was just kind of like kind of a little scared at first because it was kind of like a big deal to everybody. It says, yeah, the senpai, the DJ of me was here, so I know you had a hard time at first and was super nervous, but whenever it comes to recording, it was a very exciting time. I had some directions, of course, but trying to get that atmosphere going and trying to build that characteristic was a valuable experience. And then next thing you know, it became what it is, what you see today. It says, are you favoriting Van Gogh? What's your Ascension? Like, what do you think? Whenever I use Van Gogh, she usually is first, second Ascension. But if I ever put her in third Ascension, I kind of want to always save her. So, and whenever she laughs and whenever she does things, it's just so cute. She says very vague things and very, not so safe things. But for me, for me, it just gives me that feeling of like she can't live without me. It kind of gives me like I have to protect her kind of vibes. So, yeah, how could I say Van Gogh? As a voice actor, I would like to know. Do I have to give everything? Yeah, how do we save Van Gogh? It says, yeah, even you can, yeah, even busting out questions. It says, it seems like you're gonna melt into her. Be like, ha 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 ha. It says, yeah, because of this, Miss Cotting's voice acting of that character is just genuinely very powerful. Like the way you kind of pull yourself back, not wanting to give everything out. It's a really good tactic, and the way you voice act it just wants me to save that character in general. It says, I feel the love. I feel the love from her a lot. Very passionate. It says, yeah, I felt a little weird too because I saw a nice little sunflower patch and I was like, what do you think? What if I send that to Cutting Chang? Is she gonna get creeped out? Creeped out by her older senpai giving her, FGO merches? Because, I'm a big fan. So it says, yeah, the Van Gogh is a very unique character because she, not only curses, but also take their curses to power herself up. It's like, what do you like? How do you enjoy the system in general? Shooting servants and stuff. I enjoyed it. For me, I shot a lot of melts for sure because, my big fan. It's very cute, very elegant. Osaka even goes, ah! And it was very cool. Yeah. It says, yeah, the way they quote unquote destroy spaces was kind of unique to their own too. When I had like Windows 95, I was playing Minesweeper like a pro all day, every day. So it was very enjoyable. It felt like playing Minesweeper, so it was cool. I enjoyed it very much. This is, yeah. Now we talked about some about map exploring navigation. Now we're going to talk about the new segment here. first we got some. Oh, we got some concept art for Van Gogh. There you go, from the artist himself for the first Ascension. So here's the model, aka the graph, right? Very nice, very nice. Let me clip that shit real quick right there. Boom, clip it, put him in archive just in case here for future use. It says, yeah, you can definitely see like the sunflower motion right there as a motif and looking in both hats and her shoes. It says, I've seen this when I was starting my recording session for her. I've seen the quote-unquote, the three faces of Van Gogh was kind of cool. It says, yeah, the favorite part is the quote-unquote, the squid tummy. The stomach that's on the top side. It was just like, wow, that's kind of, it's like, what is squid tummy? It's very cute. It says, yeah, I don't know if you guys can see it in red and above, but it's very good, you know? Like, it's very nice detail that's written down. It says, what does it say? It says, yeah, it's written in details that it's not a perfect circle. It is irregular on purpose, too. So it's kind of awesome. It says, yeah, we got more materials, too, so let's keep on going. Next one is the weapon. It is the weapon of the first Ascension, the Sunflower Shenanigans. So it says what would happen whenever it comes to defensive, offensive, shooting, all that stuff. So yeah, you can definitely see a quirkiness of how she functions as a servant. It says, yeah, it's so cute that she hides in the sunflower. So here's the second Ascension. So yeah, you can definitely see a foreigner picture of sort. What do you guys think? It says, yeah, inside of her eyes is super blue. Yeah, you even see the details on the jellyfish, too. So it says, this is just a designer pose. Normally, she doesn't pose like this. I like that really nice detail in the sideline there. I like that little tiny detail that says Van Gogh will never, act like this in her servant. So here's the third Ascension right there. You can clearly see that she's a foreigner. So yeah, you can see the third Ascension of the foreigner for sure. It says, yeah, my eyes are not good. I only see une, but I can't see the digital, tinier stuff. That it was very shocking when we saw her in her third Ascension form. It says, yeah, I was very scared for her, you know, like what was going to happen to her. It was very intriguing. It says, yeah, every Ascension, she definitely changes shapes and forms and attitudes. So it was kind of very amazing to kind of see through story-wise. So yeah, this was all the materials for Van Gogh for now. Thank you very much for the artist that was able to give it to us. So with that said, this will conclude the 4.5 kind of, favorite event and why she liked it about it. So next will be Miss Okubo. So what was your favorite event? Hey, it's Cinderella event. Let's go. It was a pretty good event. I agree. It showed us a very nice concept in Elizabeth's saga that it's going to play into the future. Halloween Rising. It says, yeah, I'm so sorry that I picked my own event as my favorite too, but it's... So if you guys don't know the event, we'll give you a little TLDR and a rundown of this event. It says Trick or Torture. The Worldwide Pumpkins, another year of me, aka Halloween season, has arrived, is what I would like to say, but for some odd reason, this year's Halloween stage is a little strange. There you go. She'll explain it to you. The dress is all messed up. The chance to be elegant or arrogant, I suppose. Perhaps. It says, I like how it says Halloween, but in small texting, it says it's me. You know, like Elizabeth definitely like claimed the throne in Halloween. It says, yeah, can we get a reason why you picked this event specifically? So it was a while since we had an actual Halloween again. So, and then before that, we had a little trilogy too. Yeah, there were very questionable stuffs in Halloween in general. And on the top of it, I came in as a writer, as a Cinderella, you know, as a welfare. So, why? It says, yeah, I was very wondering why I was a Cinderella. And so now that the event came in, and it was understandably amazing in Elizabeth way. So it says, how was the Halloween event? Did you participate in it? Did you have fun? I never played it, so that was my very first Halloween. So I was able to get, because of the trilogy, I was able to get all the Mecha Ellie chants and all the welfare Ellie chants. So I was really grateful. So it says, yeah, you got a free welfare giveaway during the trilogy. So I think it was a very good idea. It says, yeah, you know, Elizabeth might be a problem child all over. You might got a lot of welfare problem child, but Hanya, I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. Haha. So it says, yeah, every year Halloween's kind of exciting. Always something new, always something. And then fucking you got your Blackbeard saying, Yeah, all three of them were messing around. And then the fourth one came in, and then they changed the script on you a bit. But they didn't, so it was kind of refreshing. It says, yeah, the Halloween's, you know, messing around galore, but not really. So let's talk about the new servant that came out during this event. And these two. So it's Zenobia and Elizabeth Bathory Cinderella. We don't have the material for Jack de Mole, but Jack de Mole did come in. Yeah, it was a very interesting new theme, Cinderella. So what do you guys, how did you like the event? The fact that she sings, you know, she sings every day, everywhere. It says, yeah, I did it fun, exciting, and Cinderella-y musical style. It says, yeah, we never had a commercial. This was our very first Halloween commercial. So when that happened, I was asked to sing a song. And then next thing you know, I was told to sing an entire album. Well, I was told to sing the entire single. So it was kind of surprising. It says, yes, as a Halloween, that was the very first commercial. And as a very first song that you ever done for FGO. What did you think of it? I was like, wait, me? I get to sing? And like, Halloween is always me, but you know, like it was a very difficult song because I had to keep it in character and keep it with the rhythm too. So, I think it took about an hour or two or so, but it was very difficult to perfect it. It's kind of getting me embarrassed because it's playing it on a loop forever. So it's kind of got me nervous. It was a good song. I'm not gonna lie. It was great. Because Elizabeth is mean for having a quote-unquote bad song. Cinderella is only one of the few people that doesn't have a bad song. And then, yeah, I kind of go musical whenever I go attack. So it was very difficult when in voice recording, for sure. I had a weird... I had some, you know, worries. But at the same time, I had a really good accomplishment that... Yeah, like, this servant's gonna get, you know, modified and crafted as a welfare. And, like, I was very proud at the end of the day. So it says, yeah, Halloween in general is all about her. What do you think of the impression one? So my question is, why did Elizabeth become a Halloween, you know, segment? Was my very question. It says here, I asked the development of that exact question, and I got an answer right here. I've got an answer, and I'll give you the answer right there of why Elizabeth was a Halloween. From Kinoko himself. So why did Ellie Chan become Halloween exclusive. So when FGO started, the very first big event with a map on top, we wanted to see who's the right servant to do it. When we think about it, it was naturally just like the phoenix born from the bird. We wanted somebody that would come back as a mother. And then Alan, I thought, said, let's go for Elizabeth. Why not? And then until the Halloween series, we didn't really think about this. And so next year it says, how are we going to do next year? And then we said, we saw the hamburger hobby event, and we saw some figures. It was so cool. We saw some big figures of Mecha Godzilla, and we were eating at it. And then we were just like, I think fancy Elizabeth, Mecha Elizabeth. What about some little crazy climber type game? That's when the Halloween changed into the pyramid and then turned into the super mecha. And with that, Halloween came in for the more. I'll talk more about that one later because that's pretty cool. I want to clip that one. That's a clip right there. It says, yeah, I'm really glad that the fact that when something fun is wanting to happen, Mr. Nasu comes up, the first option is Elizabeth. Is really gracious. That's pretty cool. I actually am going to go over it and reread it again and explain it to you guys, because that's actually good news. It says, yeah, a lot of people have that normal sequence of, it's Halloween equals, yeah, Elizabeth. It says, yeah, she's been here since CCC, so, like, I'm really glad that she's been integrated in FGO like a really normal being. It says, yeah, it's a very deep in thought and deep and amazing. It says, yeah, whenever it comes to, motivations, mood, and, jump in the classic, Miss Elizabeth got it covered. The fact, that's a big comment. So, of course, that's Nobu's favorite event, aka Sakura. Well, he's technically a Tamamo lover, but that's Nobu's favorite event, of course, aka Seraph CCC. Yes, sir. It says, yeah, what a good BGM, baby. Let's go. So if you guys don't know, aka Seraph CCC event of FGO. You can now play it through Interlude. Congratulations. Let's check out the Interlude here. So this is just kidding. You thought it was a resort event. No. It's not a sweet, easy event like that, you foolish masters. The fate of the earth is in your fan. And then, yeah. It's just, we might have some problems here. I don't know if we're allowed to say these things. It says, yes. It says, yeah, I do apologize. I do not have the voice of BB in butchering this monologue here, but maybe I got a little excited. He's like, whoa! He's like, you're getting hyped up as we are, I see. He's like, yeah, but I agree. This event was fantastic. So if you guys don't know this CCC event, it's like, I don't have to say a lot of things on this. If you played the event, you'll understand it, right? But you can now play this for free if you've beaten the first season. So if you guys haven't played it, I highly recommend it. You gotta understand, this event should not have been a limited event. That was the wrong part, It was so weird that this was a collab, because this was 100% in-story event, so it's just, I'm just glad that it's now main interluded. So it says, yeah, how were you two? How'd you guys enjoy this event? I played it when the event was started. It says, yeah, whenever it comes to leading and advertising, I let Mr. Nobu do the work. I played it when it came to the main interlude the first time. It says, yeah, I did a lot of the gacha when that happened, and I was able to welcome Mel. I was very happy. So we had a lot of soccer. So who's your favorite one? I think it's Mel. Yeah. It's like, yeah. I got you. I understand why you like Mel. It's like, yeah. It's okay to say no to my questions too, you know. You gotta be honest with yourself. It says, yeah, she's very cute. It says, yeah, I think once you read the main story of CCC, you just, you know, you gotta love Mel for who she is. Like, Mel was technically not a character that could have pulled this off, but that story made it happen, you know? So there's BB and Mel. It says, yeah, from form and her body style, she looks amazing. Both of them, of course. It says, yeah, you'll fall for me. And they are both the maidens in love, of course. It says, yeah, I think there's a scene that I love that Nasu is great about, you know? It says, yeah, Nasu's great at writing, you know, fantastic lores and stories. You know, the story of coming down from up to downs. Like, you know, it's freshing of how he's able to get these characters and you can root for them the more you read and understand. It's very passionate. The spinning, you know, the rotations, going back and all that good stuff, you know, they're good stuff. At the same time, it's the maiden falling in love. That trope is just that's his very strong suit, you know? So it's amazing. So it's like even if you haven't played CCC, if you play just the event, what do you think? Like, do people will understand why you'll fall in love with Lip and you'll fall in love with Melt? It says, yeah, I love them during CCC, you know, original one. Like when it came to fan disc, you'll be able to mess around and have fun, you know, silly stuff with the extra CD there. But when it comes to the FGO, you know, the main game, you get to see their characteristics, their personalities. You know, the interaction between others is amazing. And able to, you know, contribute something more positive than the event itself from FGO was very relieving. And like because we have fake Grand Order, we get to have these opportunities of servants that would probably never able to show themselves unless these types of events come and, you know, interact with the fake characters in general. So, and I don't think any other places can pull something like this off so elegantly. So sorry, I don't want to take too much time. I got one more. You got one more slide, right? Yeah. So Nobu's a degen. He's a So it says, yeah, when CCC came in, I thought all the extra members were coming in. Ironically, that's not what happened, which was very interesting. You guys can already see. It says, yeah, it's not the extra members, but the extra members. So it was just like, oh man, it's these guys that are going to play a role. Like you kind of see like the alter version of this person instead of the original version of the bride version and all that stuff and kind of switcheroo, and instead of Nero it's Gawain. It was kind of very harassing, and it's just like, miss, you're not, it seems like you're very passionate about this, but like, yeah. It says you're talking about extra series Tamamo. It says, yeah, everybody goes with the extra series OG3 plus servants, and then they never see until the very end, you know? And now you get to see Suzuka goes and Passion Lip Melt and BB. What do you all think of this? For me, I started from CCC because I voice acted CCC Liz. So this is the first time when alter ego was a thing in general. So it says, yeah, I knew from the get-go that my life is not going to end until I complete my CCC character, you know, servant list. So I went gotcha hard. It says, yeah, for a very long time, I think BB Moon Cancer was the only peeing in existence. So she was like a rare character, and it was a fantastic event to introduce multiple classes and BB in general. It says, yeah. It says, yeah, when everybody was kind of busting it out, Ellie only took like a really shadow. But that's okay, you know, like I had so many more behind us, so. So yeah, well, what about you, Miss Cuddy-chan? It says, yeah, I like when Melt and everybody was kind of talking, and it was very cute. I wanted to protect them. It says, yeah, in CCC, the original one, she actually doesn't wear a lot of clothing, you know? It says, yeah, there's me somewhere that now that she's shown and less skin, kind of give me relief, you know, because she was able to come into CCC because her clothing was less than questionable at the original time, and if there's a possibility of her not showing up. So, can we get an answer? Who played CCC? Who played CCC, guys? Raise your hand if you guys played CCC, whether it's interlude or non-interlude. Yeah, I would like to talk a little bit more about this. So let's start with the BB channel. That was the beginning of it all. What do you guys think? It's like it had a voice on. Like I think that was the first time we had like a voiceover on an event in general. So it was a big surprise for all of us. Like it starts affecting battles and stuff. Like it was very refreshing. It added a new element to storytelling. So like and KP points, like they said. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It says, yeah, you're gonna fight, you know, mermaid-like kind of creature, you know, like the KP. You don't have to do that thing. I don't know how far I can spoil, but yeah, this is the story of Melt. So you really don't understand the story of this person. But yeah, like the essence and like the title is the same. You know, they're both from cut from the same cloth, went different direction. So it's just such a beautiful contrast in the very end, showing how it is. It says, yeah, if it's just reading, it's going to be all sliding through. But because it's a game format, things that we're able to do can be pulled off and was made it more entertaining because of that. It was fantastic. It says, yeah, if you guys don't know, very start of the CCC, it was a completely new, different event. The preview was completely a lie, and everybody got aloofed for it for sure. For me, it was a trauma for sure. For me, it was a trauma character that came out of nowhere. So yeah, if you guys don't know, the first CCC event, it was a Tiki EXD summer vacation shenanigans. Hit you with the hard event. so so why did CCC became a special event? So it says, yeah, as a 1.5 writer, everybody was in charge of one thing. Nasu also had one thing to do. He wanted to surprise the users and wanted to have a collab, especially with BB-chan and Vacation. But that was all a facade, and they wanted to make a very heavy topic on behind it. That is something that he wanted to try. A lot of people fought for it, and then the fact that the BB was a welfare that is a trickster, it was just a perfect combination of the storm. It says during that time, NASA was already coming up with an SSR BB that was going to blow people's socks away, for sure. Already came into motions. Now he wanted to invite Melt, Lip, and others. He wanted to make sure that those characters became a main heroine from ever since CCC Extra. That is something that he had regretted from that time. So, and simultaneously, Kiara becomes the hidden SSR was a happy mistake. At the same time, Melt and Kiara were cut from the both same cloth of pleasure of heroine, so I was really glad that I was able to pull this story off the way it became. So it says, yeah, the more you watch, it's very amazing how they play out. It says, yeah, I'm really glad that Nasu said it's one of the few regrets that he was able to, fulfill out, which was to come up with both Melt and more Passionlip and Kiara stuff. It says, yeah, it was very poppin' funny, but bust out a very heavy topic of a story. Yeah, it says, yeah, I really thought this was a very core to the story. Like, it was too important to put it in an event. It says, yeah, when the rerun came out, there was a new event that kind of additional trial came out. I wanted to show you the new Sakura character that was added to the edition, which was King Protea, aka the Alter Ego. You can clearly see from the visuals that she's a very cute girl. She's very strong whenever you've had to face her. Yeah, it was very big, so it kind of took me for a very surprise. It says, yeah, even in game, she's a very massive girl. She's a massive girl with the innocence heart. It says, it was very surprising for a rerun event to have an additional content. No, I think that was the first there, too. It says, why King Protea came into the rerun. It says, ever since the rerun came in, I wanted to write an additional story, but the schedule was too tough. So I wanted to have an impactful servant added, and King Protea was the choice. She was like the hidden boss, a hidden boss that could even almost rival Kiara. A very powerful setting. That's what I wanted to thought about, and the only person that came up to my mind was King Protea. So yeah, King Protea was very hard to come out, but this quote-unquote challenge quest King Protea was a very great introduction for who she is. So if you guys don't know, there's technically Sakura 5s. Melt and Lip was kind of the main figure of the 5. But the other girls didn't really have the chance to shine their colors too much, so I'm really glad one of them came out in the rerun. It says, yeah, we're now anticipating where the other twos are going to come out. It says, yeah, it started out with Fate, then Extra, CCC. Then you see Sakura's and Rin's. And then all of a sudden, yeah, we got more Sakuras. Fate is very awesome, like your favorite characters kind of grow in different places and random places, random spots. I can't wait. I can't wait for Fate Extra Remake, dude. They're heavily hinting on Extra Remake. We're sincerely hoping that other Fate projects would come towards FGO. It says, yeah, there's more books to it too, so if you guys want to support it, the books have more detail to it. It's so good. I agree. Fucking great, by the way. The manga for Seraph is sublime. I'll show you some after the live stream is over. Oh, we got one more for Miss Takashi. So we got one for her as well. One more. My throat's dying. Oh, damn, the Idol event. Let's go. Woo. I love Miss Crane, dude. Miss Crane is so underrated, and I hate it. It says, yeah, Shining Grail Live, The Idol. Oh, it's such a good BGM, too. So if you guys don't know, this is a collaboration with Waltz, a Waltz specialized event. So if you guys can see the intro here, boom. All of a sudden, a very minute singularity existed right above Tokyo. You can hear the music blaring. You can hear music spirits roaming around, competing to become the best idol. It's essentially Idol, Idol Wars, which is pretty cool. So it says, yeah, the quote-unquote fans pushes their favorite. It says, I love Nero. It says she was so cute. And whenever she plays, whenever you put her in the video, you get to see her song. It was just great. I love Nero, and her costume is great. It says, yeah, the fact that you get to have a costume, if you put them in the right scenario, you get to have their songs played. It's kind of a great event. It says, yeah, I didn't know you guys could pull that off. That was kind of fantastic. Like, you get to pick your own favorites, put them in the middle, and put them in the center stage light, and that plays that BGM for you. They're not humans, but, as a favorite fan, you get to, push them as an actual idol. It says, yeah, I feel like Miss Airy when I'm talking to Miss Takash. It says, yeah, it kind of feels a little interesting. And I felt the same vibe of how the voice actor Liz likes Van Gogh, but the Van Gogh likes, Nero. So I'm kind of seeing like the one-sided love on each and every side of him, and watching it is kind of funny. But I understand each other's passion, It was very good. The event was phenomenal. Like, he's trying not to spoil. It says, yeah, since we're talking about Echan, aka Mixa, let's talk a little bit more about her and the 5-star servant that came by. So Echan Foreigner and Miss Crane Caster. It says, yeah, she has some unfortunate parts, right? It says, I believe her voice lines and her expression kind of goes a little degen. If you bust out my troublegasm, you'll know. It says like she looks so beautiful, but her expression's a bit. But but I sympathize with her. Like I feel the same way whenever she feels that way towards the servant and whatnot. Instead I'm like, I know. It says I can't show you my faces because camera's rolling, so I have to be professional, not a full degen here. It says, yeah, there's a lot of subtle expressional phases that show happy how we are. It says, yeah, there's many different musics and different plays. What are your favorite? Yeah, for me, of course, it was Nero. I played Nero all day, in the middle, non-stop. It's every time Nero. So yeah, if you put your servant in the middle, on the third final wave, their character song plays. If it's an idol event that has a costume, so it was pretty cool. So it says, yeah, Miss Kasumi made an own song called "My Galaxy." I would like to, yeah, I have a message from Miss Kasumi and the topic when it comes to Galaxy. It says, Idol Etchan is kind of a downer, but very passionate towards the music. However, whenever she acts it was very enjoyable, and my favorites were definitely in her Artoria series, one of my favorites in the Artoria series. So the fact that I was able to bring, the players on a journey of her and make sure you get the enemies pyong pyong. So yeah, if you don't know, Miss Kasumi likes Etchan. It is one of her favorite within the Artorian series. It says, yeah, you can't, it's unfair, right? Like Etchan kind of comes from a way different place, and then she's able to sing like this is, like, it's so good. So wholesome. Like, I love her. It's great. She did a phenomenal job. Like, I already love Etchan, but, like, with this event, like, my love for her definitely increased 20-fold. It says, yeah, within the Artorian series, I never expected to be Etchan in this. Like, she was definitely a downer. But in the end, I read the story and I was like, yeah, Etchan was a perfect for this story. Not only she's cute, she's got that determination and motivation too, And it was kind of nice how it ended, rounded up. It says, yeah, combining the story and the characters together, it just made the event so magnificent, and it's just fun to play around with in general. It's just, yeah, Etchan. I think as a first time seeing Etchan, my first impression of her was, I felt like she didn't had a lot of motivation, but she wanted to do Idol, and she kind of pushed herself to the limit for it. So I kind of respected that. Like, yeah, it was very wholesome and kind of felt the pain, you know, yeah, as growing up, you know, and just sympathized with her. So if you guys don't know, the song that's playing in the background currently is called My Galaxy, sung by Miss Kawasumi herself. In episode 2, when Idol events, the song came out, an Idol song, yeah, a lot of people would do Idol songs and whatnot. I thought the song was going to be more cutesy and light, but in the very end, it was going to very, you know, on the point. I was very worried when I was in charge to sing about it. It was my very first character song in FGO, but until they've said that, I didn't really thought about it. After the recording was done and music was music was all done, Kegani, which is the music for FGO, was with there to kind of guide me. The nuance was, how would you sing it if it's more Echan-like, is what he would direct me as, and he wanted to make me sing it as a character's direction. It says, I cried when I heard that song. By the way, she's the first character song, original character song. It says, it was so unexpected, you know. Yeah, like, I definitely teared down after the event's all over, you know. It was perfect, you know. The song and the vibe that gave out was just, it was just so perfect for the event to just come down to an end like that. It says, yeah, it's gonna be voice acting, but I really felt that this was a character song. Like, it wasn't a song from Miss Kasumi. I really genuinely felt that this song was from Echan. Like, you know, as a voice actor, she's very veteran because she's done a lot of more than any of us. And so she understands the essence of how to project a character in anything she plays in. You know, like, it's fantastic. And with a little bit of help of the music composer himself, you've got this amazing character song being played out. Like, it's very difficult to pull out a character song, especially an anime song, character song that describes an event, you know? Like, it's very wholesome, but at the same time, very impactful. It's not hard, but it definitely shows the characteristic of what Echan did in the event and how she got to this point, you know? So it's just, it's very fantastic job. So yeah, the first version was Mysterious MIX. The second one was Ellie-chan. It was actually a very, very surprising. Whenever it comes to amazingness, yeah, that's sublime. You know, like the fact that she has so many characters and she pinpointed down to one, and on top of that, it says, yeah, I want, yeah, Doman soundtrack. I mean, like Doman. It says, yeah, is Doman gonna be hip hop or about rappage? It says, yeah, I could kind of put center Doman whenever that event came in at least once. Hey. Says, yeah, I hope a male figure comes out in the rerun. So it says, yeah, it'll be very interesting for rhythm games to come out like that. So it says, I'm pretty sure a lot of people did many things like that and putting their favorites in the middle. So I'm really glad that we were able to come up with the favorite events that you all went over for. I hate the fact that they didn't talk about fucking Miss Crane, which is bullshit, but it is what it is. It says, if you guys got a comment on what you guys want in the future. It says, I think Kari-chan should go first, as a, you know, first time coming in here. My favorite one, another one, is the Claudia Thriller Night, the Summer 5 one. And the Water Crisis event, you know, because Kun's very cute and the event was amazing. Yeah, it was very cute. Lamu Lamu! And saying that, and saying Hanama. It's the cons, you know, the cons favoritism and liking has definitely exploded ever since that event for sure. This is what about you, Mr. Nobu? It says, yeah, if you want to play it, yeah, you know, Dante's Tower. I think that's a very nice interlude, all that stuff. You know, it's free, and it says, yeah, you. It says, yeah, a lot of connection with CCCs and a lot of connections in generals there too. It says, yeah, one of my favorite ones definitely Dante's, yeah. So that concludes the Spotlight History event. Let's go. Damn, time flies when you're having fun, huh? Damn, it's already been an hour. It's kind of wild. All right, so they're gonna conclude the little event here. You gotta forgive her because she's been fucking doing a lot of things. I think she needs to take a rest. So did you guys enjoy the event? Hell yeah, it was awesome. We're gonna go back and talk about each of Nasu's thing and Miss Kasumi's things in detail. Because we have an hour break before the staff talk occurs, so. It says, thank you guys so much for coming today. I hope you guys enjoyed yourself, both stage and live stream. It says, yeah, my job is done now, finally. It says, yeah, I'm really glad that I was able to come here. The fact that, you know, that I started Twitter and the fact that I can talk about more FGO stuff and more freedom of what I like to say to some degree is very amazing to feel. So let's continue to talk more and enjoy ourselves. And thank you guys so much for coming today. Yeah, she's very tired for sure because she's been doing this for 2+ hours. So thank you all so much for coming. I'm still nervous. It says, yeah, I'm really glad that I was able to participate in FGO events. Wait, events? Are you joining on a next one? Hold up. It says, yeah, I felt the very passionate gold love from you. So if you can love her more, yeah, from here on out, it'd be greatly appreciated. I think there's going to be a Van Gogh event soon. I think she just said, hold up, we got to get back to that. I think she just spoiled it. She might participate in an event. It says, it was really nice to be able to go back with you guys once again, you know? Like, you know, like a lot of people head nodding, be like, oh, I know what you're trying to say. I know what you're trying to get. It says, yeah, a lot of people, you know, feel the vibe from the stage and from the live stream from others. Oh, no, but you shouting me out, bro? Thanks, man. It says, you gotta understand, at the end of the day, maidens that falls in love is the strongest. And as I said that, thank you guys so much for coming. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for coming in. Can we get a round of applause for the amazing people that hyped up this amazing event? Thank you guys on the streaming side. Nobu cares about us. Feels good, man. What a great guy. Who's the girl in the beret? That's voice actor Van Gogh. This is the first time in her festival event, which is awesome. It says, yeah, thank you guys so much for coming. If I can... It's funny because she's not done, but her